Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by again, and if this is your first time on this channel, you're absolutely welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this trendy shift dress with snatched waist. It also has a built-up collar and a bell sleeve, and it's so very easy to make. And without further ado, let's get started. And for this project, these are the materials that I'm going to use. All right, I'm going to be using this Ankara piece for the main material, okay, and it's about 3 yards. Okay, all you need is about 2.5 yards to 3 yards, depends on your body size. Okay, and I'm going to be using this black crepe for the built-up collar. All you need is just a small amount of this black crepe. And in order to determine the amount to fold, all you need to do is to go ahead and divide your hip by 4. All right, mine is 42 divided by 4 is going to give me 10.5, and I'm going to go ahead and add 4 inches to that. All right, and that is going to give me around 14.5. all right, so first I'll just go ahead and fold the material into 2 like so. All right, and I'll go ahead and fold into 2 again so that we have a fold of 4. And the material that I folded here is around 2 yards of material. All right, and on fold here I have around 16 inches, okay, which is even more than what we needed. And to get started, I'll just go ahead and indicate the starting line, which is also the shoulder line. And having done that, the next thing to do is to go ahead and indicate the chest line. In this case, it is 8.5 inches. And having done that, I'll go ahead and also indicate the waistline, which is 16 inches in this case. And having done that, I'll also indicate the hip line. And having done that, I'll go ahead and also indicate the gown length. And for this project, I'll be using 38 inches. And this is inclusive of folding allowance. And so right here, we have the chest line, the waistline, the hip line, and the gown length. And I'll just go ahead and cut out the excess. Up next, I'll come to the shoulder line here and indicate my shoulder divided by 2. And that is 7. I added half an inch to make it 7.5. And having done that, the next thing to do is to come to the chest line and also mark the same thing we marked on the shoulder line, and we'll connect it together on a straight line like so. And the next thing to do is to come to the chest line here, and we're going to go ahead and indicate the bust circumference divided by 4, which is 10 in this case. And up next, I'll come to the straight line here and I'll come down by 1 inch. All right, and from there I'll just go ahead and find the midpoint of this part here, and I'll indicate it. And the next thing to do is just to go ahead and get our armhole curve like so. All right, and having done that, we'll create the neckline. And for the neckline, I'll be using the width of 3 inches, and for the back depth, I'll be using 1.5 for the depth. Okay, and I'll just link it together to create the back neckline like so. And having done that, I'll link the neckline to the 1 inch point to create the shoulder slant. And for the front neckline, I'll just come down by 8 inches and indicate with a point like so. And right here on the 8 inches point, I'll just go ahead and take in 2.5 inches. You can just go ahead and use the same width as the neckline, which is 3 inches, but here I just use 2.5 inches, okay, from the 8 inches point. And I'll just go ahead and start marking this 2.5 inches all the way down like so. And having done that, I'll connect the point together on a straight line like so. And from the 8 inches point, I'll link it to the neckline. And having done that, I'll just come to the chest line here and I'll get my bust divided by 4, which is 10 inches. And I'll add 1 inch for seam allowance and 1 inch for ease allowance. And next, I'll come to the waistline here and indicate the waist circumference divided by 4. I'll add 1.5 inches for ease allowance and 1 inch for seam allowance. And right here on the hip line, I will also divide the hip circumference by 4, all right, and I'll indicate it. I'll add 1 inch for seam and 1 inch for ease. Then I'll just go ahead and connect the point together. And up next, I'll measure what we have here on the hip line, and I'm going to duplicate it on the hem line like so. And having done that, I'll just go ahead and add 2 inches to it, and I'll connect from the hip line to this point here. And before I cut out the pattern, I'll add half an inch joining allowance to the shoulder right here. Then I'll just go ahead and cut out this pattern. And right here, I've gone ahead to cut out the excesses, and I'll just go ahead and remove the inner piece. And right here, this piece left here is the one we are going to use for the front piece, okay? And the first thing I'll do is just to come inward from the midpoint of the armhole by about half an inch. Remember that the front armhole is always deeper than the back, okay? So I'll just trim off a little bit of it like so. And having done that, I'll come to this 2.5 inches point we marked earlier on, and I'll cut it out. And right now, the next thing we need to do is just to go ahead and align both the front piece and the back piece good side facing each other, and we're going to go ahead and join the shoulders. And right here, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to join the shoulders, and the next thing to do is just to go ahead and stitch the sides. And to do this, we need to place in our loops, all right? And I've gone ahead to create a rope here, okay? And the next thing we're going to do is just to go ahead and cut it into small pieces, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and measure 3 inches and cut about 6 pieces of it. And so right here, as you can see, I've gone ahead to cut it into small pieces. And right now, the next thing to do is to come to the waistline right here, and we are going to go up from the waistline by 1.5 inches. You can do 2 inches, okay? And we're also going to come down by 1.5 inches. And I've just indicated with my chalk right here, all right? And the next thing we need to do is just to go ahead and fold in our pieces like so, okay? We are going to fold it and insert it into those points, all right? I'll place one on the first point here, and I'll go ahead and pin it, and the second one I'll place on the waistline, and I'll put it in like so and also pin it. And I'll also go ahead and take in the third loop. I'll fold it and put it into the third point, then also pin it, okay? So I'll also go ahead and pin the rest of the fabrics like so, okay? And having done that, the next thing we need to do is to stitch it, okay? And we're going to repeat the same process to the other side, okay? And right here, guys, I've gone ahead to stitch the side, and here we have the loops. And as you can see, the loops are on both sides of the dress. And the next thing we're going to do now is to go ahead and cut out the sleeve. And right here, this is the piece that we're going to use for the sleeve, and I've gone ahead to fold it into 2. And first, I'll just go ahead and indicate the starting line. And right here, the length that I have here is around 24 inches. And the first thing I'll do is just to go ahead and indicate the cap's height of 4.5 inches. And having done that, I'll go ahead and measure what I have here on the armhole of our dress. And here I have around 11 inches. And so I'm going to come to this line here, and I'm going to indicate 11 inches. And right on the point, I'm going to link it to this part here, slantly. And having done that, I'll place my tape measure on the slant line here, and I'm going to find the midpoint, okay? And having done that, the next thing to do is just to go ahead and connect to this point here, and from this point to this part, all right? And having done that, the next thing we need to do is to come to the line we just drafted, and we are going to confirm that we have 11 inches there, all right? And this is where the 11 inches end, okay? And the next thing to do is just to go ahead and connect from this part here. We are going to connect to the end of the sleeve like so, all right? And on the hem of the sleeve, I have around 12 inches on fold. And right now, just go ahead and cut out the pattern. And having done that, the next thing to do is just to go ahead and connect the sleeve to the dress. And right here, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to stitch the sleeve to the dress, as you can see right here. And the next thing to do is just to go ahead and fix our collar. And to do this, I've gone ahead to cut out this long stripe here. And in order to cut the long stripe, you need to measure this part of the dress all round, okay? And whatever value you get is what you are going to cut for the length of the stripe. And so right here, guys, the wideness of the stripe is 6 inches, okay? And when you fold it, you are going to have 3 inches. And right now, the next thing to do is to go ahead and open up the stripe, okay? And I'm going to fold it into 2. And right here on the folded part, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to indicate 13 inches. You can use 12 inches or even 14 inches, okay? But here I will just indicate 13 inches. And from this 13 inches point, we're going to go ahead and stitch it all the way down. And right here, guys, I've gone ahead to stitch it and we're going to refold it again. And this is what the collar will look like. And right now, the next thing to do is just to go ahead and pick up our dress, and we're going to fold the neckline into 2 like so and notch the center. All right. And having done that, we're going to pick our collar and we are going to attach it to the right side of the dress. Okay. I'm going to pin it all around. Okay. And after pinning it, we're going to stitch it. And right here, guys, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to stitch the collar to the dress, and this is what our dress looks like right about now. And I also went ahead to fold the hemline of the dress, as you can see right here. And the next thing to do is just to go ahead and lace up the loop at the back, all right, after wearing it. And this is the end of the tutorial today. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please give it a thumbs up if you find it helpful, and I will see you in my next tutorial.